Right now, the United Nations and the ILO has what you call 17 goals for sustainable development. And if we understand those 17 goals for developing our society, our country, our nation, our island, then we will know that the UN is stressing that you should train and retrain your people so that they can be that asset, they can be that factor for sustainable development in your country. We are lacking that. We are lacking that. When I look at after Lewis and now after Irma, and many employees have to find new jobs, alternative jobs, but there's no real program, real tangible program put in place by government to train or retrain workers. Now, you might talk about right now the Maho Group initiated a training program. I have big questions about that. Okay? We have NEPA as an institution.
How do you feel about NEPA?
NEPA has a nice facilities. The problem with NEPA is that if government want to play a role in NEPA, government should have a team, a group of instructors sent abroad to be trained in technical vocational education, because NEPA is a vocational school. Okay? We lack that. And because they lack that, the school is not developing into its full competency. The same thing with USM, okay? Struggling for accreditation. In my opinion, in my view, our education system and what we have in place now as a structure is not compatible to our economic growth and development. I can back up what I'm saying by saying this. WIFL has a training program, and that came about because when I look at the employees on the job who have years of experience and knowledge and are told you're not qualified, so you can't be promoted, and they would bring someone else in, and that same person who refused to give the job and position, they have to teach that person who comes in the work, the system, and operation. We said, no, that can't go no further. We link up with the ILO and the TVET program to train and retrain persons so they can be certified with a recognized certification to do the job. And we have seen a success. What has to happen here is there has to be a complete revamping of the syllabus that we use, the program that we use, and the teachers need to be retrained in order to fit in to the new area that we need to go to in education. Now, what has to do with work and a trade union? The trade union organization must see to it, must work along with the business sector and government in order to discuss the progress, in order to discuss the viability, in order to discuss the program that not only the business, but also government need to put in place that will give you a viable and a sustainable economy. And that is what the UN is pressing for countries to do. I want to also mention this, that we are not holding Holland accountable to its responsibility. Holland has an obligation to guarantee that these 17 goals of sustainable development for its territories, its colonies, its kingdom, its country, become a reality.
Be careful what you say when you use the word colony.
Well, yeah, but that's a reality. We are a colony. We are a colony. We are a colony, whether some people want to accept it yes or no, based on the UN Charter on decolonization, chapter 11, 10, 11, and 12 of the UN Charter. We are a colony, and we should go towards what you call self-government. Some people call it independence. I don't call it that, because nobody is independent. We all have to work with each other. And the UN and the ILO has this fundamental slogan called freedom of association. So while you become self-governing, you have the right to associate with whoever you want to that will help you grow and develop your people and your country. That's important, that freedom of association. We are not in that area as yet because we don't understand the obligation of Holland towards its colonies, and neither do we understand our obligation towards our own people in its development within these 17 goals that the UN established that must be accomplished by the year 2030.